most of the time we don't get lessons out of the highs. We get the lessons out of the low. So I hate that for you, that you would have to experience hard times right now. And they laughing. I remember when it was my turn. If you're in a place where you have fallen, get back up. Anything you want to do in life, all you got to do is start and press play. Hey y'all, hey. It's your homegirl, Tannis, my realtor. Listen, it's been a long day at the salon. And I just decided before I turn in tonight, I would just drop a few nuggets in your soul. You always can expect from me real estate, real cute, and real talk. I'm a real estate agent, you know that. Hair and homes, that's my thing. For professional service in either or, you can reach me at 843-230-5023. Let's get right into it, real talk. So, I always like to take you guys on a journey. So, hear me as I go back down memory lane. I can remember being in the projects growing up, and we were outside playing hopscotch. And that was a little thing where you draw with the chalk, throw the rock, and then you jump, da-da-da-da-da. So we would take turns going, and I can remember me being a young girl and being, my turn. I can remember playing double dutch, and we got an order to go in, and I can remember when it was my time, I was ready to jump in that rope. It'd be like, my turn. I can remember playing jackstones, where we shake the little jacks up, throw them out, throw the ball up, try to catch it. I can remember my turn. My turn, my turn, my turn. Say it with me, my turn. When you hear the term, my turn, you think of, I go next. Next up, it's my turn. Couple years back, I was in the gym with my homeboy, the guy that was training me, and he had a shirt on, and the shirt read, my turn. I was like, oh, I like that. At the place I was in my life, I wanted that shirt. I actually wanted it in a shirt and in a pants, a workout suit. So he printed it for me. I paid him whatever it was, and I wore that. And in my mind, I thought, my turn. I'm doing this thing for me because adversity done hit me in my life, and I want to make a difference. So I'm up next. It's my turn. Fast forward. A couple weeks ago, I said to him, I said, did you patent that my turn? And he was like, no. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to run with that. I'm going to have to hashtag that. I'm going to have to put that on apparel. I'm going to have to use that. I used it in my, on my workout uniform, my workout suit that day. And I had one meaning of it. But then as I started to grow in this thing, I started to walk in my path. It started meaning so much more to me. So I come before you today just to say, I know that a lot of you out there got your hands raised and you're saying, my turn. What are you saying my turn to? Ask yourself that. What are you saying my turn to? My spouse used to tell me, and he's still my spouse because I'm not divorced yet, but he used to tell me when we didn't get along, he used to say the world is wrong. The world is round. And I used to say, you bet that the world is round. That was a fact. The world is round. And we often hear a saying say, what comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. Either way, the world is round. So back to my turn. When you're saying my turn, are you really thinking you're up next? Are you thinking that in a positive way or in a negative way? Are you thinking that in a good way or a bad way? I want you to keep that same mind frame regardless to if it's good or bad. I say that because we watch the news, we get news on the phone, we get news through social media, we get news through friends, and yeah, we're human, so we're gonna hear news. But what you do with the news that you hear, it's just kind of what shakes me. How you carry that news. My mama used to say, a lie will go further than the truth will ever go. When people, businesses out there rattling in the street, you don't know how much of it is the truth, and you don't know how much of it is a lie. So when life happens to people, and adversity hits, be mindful, because the world is still round, and it could be possibly your turn one day. When good things happen for people, awards, accomplishments, goals, win the lottery, anything good, don't be envious. Don't be jealous, because you could possibly be up next. The world is round. You could be the one saying, my turn. But right now, as you sit there and you hear something bad about somebody, instead of carrying what you heard in a negative light, say a prayer for them. Because you don't know how you're going to handle it when you have to say, my turn. A year ago, when I had to say my turn to a broken marriage, it didn't feel good. I didn't like the rumors that people carried about me. In spite of what I came before you and say, it don't bother me, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it felt. Just because I am a outgoing person, I don't like the fact that the blame was being pointed at me. I didn't like it. So it was my turn. It was my turn. And I never sat down and thought about how other people might feel when somebody bring me some news on somebody and I pick up the phone and be like, yeah, well, you heard that they had said ABC got her leg amputated because she ain't had washed her toe good. Just something stupid. Be mindful what you carry. Be mindful, because when it get back to that person, it can hurt them. The people are already dealing with enough with whatever the adversity is. Whatever it is. Somebody may have wrote a bad check today to keep their lights on. Somebody may have wrote a bad check today to buy grocery. And now that check is up in the grocery store with their name on it. And you laughing and you talking about it. And you don't know why they did what they did. Every time people do bad stuff, it's not always for the wrong reason. Sometimes they got good intention and that's all they know. I'm not getting ready to act like I ain't never did nothing bad, because I done did something bad. And if you a person that if somebody come to you and say, hey, I got some food stamps, you want to buy some? If you that person, that's illegal. That's bad. If you that person that somebody come to and they are boosting and they say, I got some stuff for sale and you can get it for 50% off or you can get it for so-and-so, and if you buy it, that's bad. That's receiving stolen goods. It is what it is. I told you in my first podcast, bad is bad, baby. We don't get to compare what it is and what it ain't. You just got to be mindful how somebody out there right now isn't going to sleep tonight. Somebody is not going to sleep tonight because it's their turn. And instead of you say a prayer for them, instead of you lift them up, some of us are already praying on their downfall. It saddens my heart to see good people go through bad times. I genuinely want to see everybody win at all costs. I want to see all us win. It's not a jealous bone in my body right now. Not one jealous bone. Ain't nobody got shit I want. Nothing. The God in you, I don't even want that. I want the God that God got for me. I don't want what he got for you. It ain't nothing you got I want. I pray that if you are experiencing any type of adversity, I pray that you go to God, you get connected, you ask for forgiveness, you sincerely mean it. You don't bargain with God, because we do that when we do the wrong thing. You sincerely, from the bottom of your heart, mean it, and you do whatever it's going to take to help you push through. Your mental is everything. I pray that whatever somebody might be going through, if it's a blessing, I pray you still see the lesson. If it's punishment, or if it's a slap on the wrist or some type of hardship, I pray you get the lesson out of the bad stuff. Most of the time, we don't get lessons out of the highs. We get the lessons out of the low. So I hate that for you, that you would have to experience hard times right now. And they laughing. I remember when it was my turn. If you're in a place where you have fallen, get back up. Get back up. If you on the flip side and you're laughing, just remember the ropes are turning. The ropes are turning. It won't be long before you jump in. My turn means you may be up next. Whether it's good or whether it's bad. I'm just asking you to ask yourself, how would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot? You can't stop what people are saying when it comes to negativity. But what you can control is how much of your 2 cents you put in it. That's what you can. I hate it for you guys, but let me tell you, I'm going to tell you a fun fact about me, something that I do. And I ain't ashamed to say I do it. I'm going to have to tell you like Zuri tell me, Mom, stop the cap. I ain't capping in 2023. I ain't capping. I'm not sitting around just doing things that I know is wrong. So I'm going to tell you what I will do. If you call me about something and to ask me if I know something about somebody, I don't care if I already know it or not. I'm going to tell you I don't know. You ain't psychic. You ain't got no way to get in my brain to know if I know or not. If I tell you I know, then I got to tell you what I think. That's what you want me to do. Or then I got to tell you, oh yeah, that ain't what it say. It say, we're not finna have this conversation. Let me tell you, it used to ball my blood when people would come to me and say, yeah, so-and-so asked me, why you ain't with your husband no more? And did you leave him because so-and-so, or did you leave him for so-and-so? I just always thought to myself, why are they so comfortable asking you something about me? How do they think you know? How much of my business are you supposed to know? I don't rock like that. I'm a private person. I don't care how many friends you see me hanging with. I know who to tell what. I know who to tell what. And I know how to tell whoever what. So when I hear it back, I know exactly where it came from. So people, when you out there telling those lies in 50,000 ways, just remember, it's smart people out there like me that's hip to the game. They done heard your lies 3 times. They done heard 3 different lies came out your mouth. Just because we don't stop you in your tracks, just because we don't tell you what it is, don't mean we don't know you lying. My mama used to say, why lie when the truth will do? Why lie when the truth will do? If I gotta lie in this season, it's only gonna be to keep me out of shit. To keep me out of shit like, did you see that? I ain't see it because I don't want no parts of it. I'm not gonna tell you I don't want to hear what's going on, because just as sure as I turn the news on, I'm gonna know if a war going on. I'm gonna know what the weather's gonna be. I'm human. So yeah, I would like to know what's going on around me in my surroundings. But I don't like when people just be ready to just slander people's name when they don't. You're not the judge and you're not the motherfucking jury. I'm sorry. That's not your job. Remember, you quit school? Remember that? Remember you didn't want to go to college? Remember that? Remember you got your side hustle? You're not the judge. You're not the jury. You're not God. You don't have no heaven or no hell to put people in. So I ain't gonna tell you what I told you in that second episode. I'm gonna just say keep your mouth off of people. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say my turn looks good sometime and my turn looks bad sometime. If I walk outside this beauty salon right now and I fall and you laugh, just remember, as long as you walking, it's a possibility that you can fall too. As long as you walking, it's a possibility that you can stumble. And it could turn into a fall as well. Listen, let's do better when it comes to knowing facts. It's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. And it's okay to know. So if you can do the research and you can find out the truth and you're stating true stuff, then okay, it's news. It's public news. That's fine. But I'm just saying, my sisters and my brothers, it's different when you don't know the person. But when you know the person and you ready to catch the ball and run with it, I'm looking at you like I might be next for you. Because the same way you so eager to do him like that or to do her like that, what's going to stop you from doing me like that? Because you love me? Remember, the man that I slept in the same bed with for years, he loved me too. That ain't stop him from treating me bad. That ain't stop things from going bad. So I'm just saying, ask yourself, is it really your turn? When your turn comes, will you be able to handle it? Whether it's winning $1 million, let's talk about that. If you win $1 million tomorrow from the lottery, you're going to be like, oh, it's my turn, I'm up, what you going to do with it? Can you execute that $1 million in a $1 million mindset way? Or are you going to run through it? Are you going to be one to have it for a minute? You do what you do for a minute. But see, when Barbara had it, you like, Barbara got that money and she don't know what to do. Now, in a year's time, Barbara done made some investments and Barbara, money has turned for hers. In a year's time, you done blow yours. You don't even got the money no more. Free money, so you say. So all I'm saying is sometimes you need to be mindful when you're applauding because it's someone's turn. And I told you guys how I got that connection with God once adversity hit. I'm just going to encourage you to go ahead and get your connection now. Because as long as we live in this thing called life, adversity going to hit. Adversity is going to hit. And if you already connected, then maybe your fall won't be so hard. Maybe you won't have to feel like you at rock bottom. Maybe. You know that thing called karma? Karma? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Or is it reality? All I'm saying is sometimes if it don't hit you, don't mean it won't hit your children. Don't mean it won't hit somebody close to you. Be mindful. Be mindful. Listen, I'm a positive person. I'm going to stay positive. I got some times when I do some negative things. You might catch me every now and then drinking that Jack and cutting up a little bit. That might not be as positive. It's clean fun is what it is. I'm not acting like I'm perfect Patty because I'm not perfect Patty or perfect Patricia. But I'm just saying, when you stay under the word, you are going to learn how to do things differently. And I don't want pain to be bestowed on anyone because I know what pains feel like. I know what broken feel like. Marriage ain't the only thing that breaks people. Other things break people too. Other things. And it's so crazy how when people doing something to help you, you all for them. I remember being a young girl on Myrtle Beach and knowing people working in the grocery store and they would be sliding grocery for you and you get to the register and you got 2 buckets worth of grocery and your bill $13.76. You talking about Scary Mary? Oh, that would be me. My homegirl can tell you I'm Scary Mary. I was one of those people. I said, I've done it a couple times and I said, you know what? This ain't for me. Because I got money in my pocket to buy the grocery. And if I get in trouble for this and you get fired, I don't want to go to jail and I ain't got no job to give you. And when you come to my job, guess what? I'm an entrepreneur. I want my coins. I want my coins. So I don't need you to slide nothing for me. If you got an employee discount, you want to give me your discount, I'll take that. And that might be illegal. You know, some people got friends and family. I don't know. I don't have to have your discount. But if you want to give it to me, then yeah, I might take your discount. I don't want you to give me nothing free. I don't want you to risk what you got going on to help me out. That's not what I want for you. That's not what I want for you. I used to tell my kids when they got those fast food jobs, when you take your rump to Sonics, when you take your rump to Hardee's, if somebody comes in that window, I don't care if you know them, I don't care if I know them, you don't do no favors for nobody. You do not give them people's stuff away. You make people pay for them. You were not raised like that, and that's not what you do. You don't just eat them people's stuff. If they tell you you got to pay for meals and you want it, you pay for it. Because when you get it and they didn't tell you can get it, you steal it too. Come on now. Man, I ain't fussing. I'm just telling you because, listen, I had a long day, like I said, and I just said, my turn just kept coming to me. It just kept coming to me, and I was like, I know my makeup done oxidized. I know I ain't got no real good clothes on. I know I got stuff to do. But while this is in my soul about this my turn, I just need to let the people know that it's somebody else's turn today and it may be your turn tomorrow. So be wise and be ready how you embrace my turn. So when you sitting out there saying it, my turn, and it's my turn. I'm sitting here in front of a mic on a podcast telling you guys what time it is. It's my turn. It's my turn to level up. It's my turn to show up 100%. It's my turn to be the best that I can be in all ways, form, or fashion. It's my turn to give God the glory out loud. It's my turn. It's my turn to make the coins. After I get my divorce, it's going to be my turn to fall in love and be married all over again. It's my turn. Am I ready for it? Am I ready for my turn on all those levels? How am I going to show up when it's my turn? Am I going to show up 80% or I'm going to show up 100%? I'm going to keep telling y'all all year, show up 100% because I'm going to show up 100%. That's why I can get up early morning and late night and get to the grind because it's just me doing what I do. Yeah, I want to look away. And in order to look away, I got to work. I got to grind. I got to keep putting my foot on the gas regardless of what. I don't get no excuses. I don't get no breaks. I don't get no excuses. When I go to bed at night, I thank God for whatever it is. And my only question is, God, if you let me live to see tomorrow, please restore my body. Replenish what I poured. Build me up so I can keep going on. Because the next day, my plan is to show up 100%. I got to keep showing up. So I'm just saying, we ain't prepared for no adversity. We ain't prepared for no bad times. But we know they happen. Because remember, the world is round. Remember, stuff happens. So if you get connected, like I said, plug in. Lock in. If you get connected when the adversity hit, it may not hurt as much. I ain't saying it ain't going to hurt. Because anytime adversity hit me, I was never connected. Never. Never. But I bet you won't catch me slipping no more. I promise you that. I promise you that. I can't be no old fool. I done been a young fool all my life. I can't be no old fool. Not the kid. Can't do it. Cannot. Will not. So I just say to you, you right. For those of you that streaming my turn, for those of you that don't have enough sense to say my turn, that can be a manifestation word, my turn. It's definitely going to be apparel for me once I get with my own girl, my turn. I'm going to keep streaming my turn, but I'm going to prepare myself for this season when it's my turn. And I pray you do the same, good or bad. Come on now. I pray if you're dealing with adversity, you tap in with God, you be God-led, you ask for forgiveness, and you move accordingly. I pray if you are blessed and highly favored and you are celebrating anything and it's your turn, baby, I celebrate you. I commend you. I know you deserve it. I am here for it. I am here for it. I pray that anybody listening at this podcast that's going through anything good or bad, I pray that you be blessed in it And I pray that you tap in to what your needs are. And when it's your turn to say my turn, I pray that you are ready and you can run the play in excellence. It's your homegirl, Tana's Narissa, and I'm checking out. Have an amazing night.